Right, good morning. Decided to try something a little bit different today. Nothing too out of the order, just a bit of experimentation basically. If you'll bear with me, I'm just checking the stream, as I always do. Okay, yeah, all ready to go. Right, just trying to do something a little bit different. I mean, I want to do the usual gameplay. It's not a problem. I'm just going to shut the door because my wife will be coming in later. She wants to know if I'm online. Bear with me. I broadcast from a very small flat, as you'll probably know, and basically, yeah. I have to be aware of the fact that other people live in this house apart from me. Well, mainly my wife, but you know what I mean. So, what are we doing today? Well, basically, I want to try and have a few bits and pieces of chat with you before we start the game. There will be gameplay as usual, a couple of hours gameplay. But, yeah, it's pretty samey. I just want to sort of touch on a few things. Now, if you know me, you'll know that I am a bit of a nerd for my age. I've got loads of game machines. I basically play mainly Fallout for you guys. And that means that I am a bit sort of nerdy. So, what I want to do today is maybe touch on a few things that I wouldn't normally talk about. Particularly one thing, but I've just been wrapping Christmas presents, and yeah, I just want a bit of relaxation before I start the stream. That thing I'm going to mainly talk about is Doctor Who. Now, those of you who know me know I'm in the UK, and that Doctor Who is actually a UK TV series. It says up the top there, look, British TV series. So, all well and good. Now, the show is actually probably just a bit older than me. First broadcast, no, a bit younger than me. First broadcast was in 1961, and it was in 1963. I was born in 1961. So, yeah, I'm just a bit older than the show. So I grew up with it, basically. Not the early years, not the very early years. I sort of caught up with those later. But then the show went on hiatus for ages, from 1989 I think round to 2005, so that's a good long time to be not being shown. And then it was brought back by a guy called Russell T Davies in 2005, and it's gone on ever since then, steady pace, some good episodes, some bad episodes. Just going to check the sound, bear with me a second. Now, the show is actually... Yeah, that's me. Don't want to talk too much. I hate the sound of my voice when it's coming back at me. So, yeah, from 2005 to, I'd say 4 years ago, it was fine. Then they introduced a female playing the lead role instead of a male. Now, I haven't got a problem with that. If she got good stories, and if it wasn't full of woke politics, which started with the previous guy, then I would probably have been fine with a female doctor. I've got no problem. But as usual, the woke politics has crept in, and now we're on the 15th Doctor. She was the 13th. The 14th was brought back for 3 episodes only, which was David Tennant, to try and get the ratings up, and that failed miserably on the last 3 specials, which have been broadcast in the UK, certainly in the last 3 weeks. The viewing figures were taking a nosedive because it was basically full of identity politics. There were some good storylines there, but it was full of identity politics. And now they've got a new Doctor, who's Doctor Who 15. And this is a Rwandan Scottish guy called Ncuti Gatwa. This is him. Now, there's nothing wrong with him. He might make a good Doctor, but there's 2 points you've got to bear in mind. First of all, when they regenerated, and that's the basis of the show, is that they regenerate doctors into the next Doctor. He actually didn't. He split from the last one, which was David Tennant, who's played the role twice now. and they called it a bi-generation. Bi also a play on the sexuality. So this is what I mean. It's full of identity politics. The last 3 episodes have been full of it. This guy is actually gay. Again, nothing against that. Could make a good doctor. But let's get rid of this down the bottom here. We're giving an extreme helpful. Oh, God. I am these things. Just call it passing the time. Right, okay. So he's gay, he's black. I haven't got a problem with either of those things. He could make a good doctor, except for that he's already dropped some fairly large hints that he is. Let's just take a look at him. He's already dropped some fairly large hints that he's going to lean into the black and the gay thing in pretty much every episode. So, how do I feel about that? Well, I'm not against it if it's done subtly. I mean, Doctor Who's always had messaging about war, about capitalism, about all this thing, always woven into the storyline. But what Russell T Davies seems to be doing, dag Russell T Davies up so you can see who's responsible, is to be putting it all front and centre and then hitting you over the head with the identity politics. This guy is Russell T Davies. He's gay as well. Again, nothing against that, but I'm not trying to make a point that these people are gay and there's something wrong with that. I have several gay friends myself, and transgender, and I really don't mind, but these guys are fully paid up to the woke agenda. So anyway, now they're back, and Russell and these two have both openly said that they're going to lay into the woke agenda, and then they produce this bi-generation. Now the theory is they're trying to create a Whoniverse, or a Whoniverse, yeah, that would do. Let's have a look at him. Whoniverse Doctor Who, there you go. And that basically means that what they want to do, these are all the doctors. I have to get with this one. That's probably most. These are all the doctors from the old series and the new series. You got where are we? This was the first one, William Hartnell. Then you had this guy. I can't remember his name. I'll come on through. Should remember his name. But anyway, the third one was oh god, John Pertwee there, and then Tom Baker, and it goes on, and eventually you go up to the last one to take the role, which was Jodie Whittaker, the lady here. And this one was another mystery one that they've just thrown in for the mix. She fits somewhere into the timeline, we're not sure where. Now the Whoniverse basically, or the new universe that they're trying to create, is trying to say that all these doctors, at the same time as there was a bi-generation, all these doctors were regenerated. All of them died, obviously, when they left the role. They all died, and that was it, and they regenerated into someone else, and now all these doctors are back. And that is the general idea behind the Whoniverse. Now, that is all well and good, but basically it's basically saying that all these doctors can now appear in any episode, which leads me on to the next bit. So I would assume over the last couple of weeks that many of these actors have been asked to reappear in the show in the new Whoniverse. Now this guy was the one who brought back the Doctor in 2005, and he has really been stirring the pot recently because he has got an issue with Russell T Davies. If I can find it, I'll show you where it said there. Christopher Eccleston. He was the one that came back in the first place. Sorry about that, all his messaging popping up. So he's basically said he would come back to the role, and he was a good Doctor. It only lasted one season, and it's recently coming out why he only lasted one season. He only lasted one season because he didn't like the people who were running the show. Now, at the time, it was Russell T Davies and several others. And everyone said, oh, he's just afraid of being typecast. Well, it turns out recently that he's come out and said why. And I'm just hoping that...
You'd all love to see Christopher come back as the Doctor, right? See?
I can't play too much of this for copyright reason, but basically they asked him if he would come back, and he said only if they sack Russell T Davies and the producers of the show, because what the beef he's got with them was that they started to become associated with the show merely because it was successful. Before it was successful, they were all saying, "Oh no, it's nothing to do with us, nothing to do with us." And then as soon as the show was successful, it was, "Oh yes, that's our doing." So he said he would come back in this new system if Russell T Davies was sacked. But then that brings up the question of, if Russell T Davies is sacked and the identity politics is built into the show with him, would it change? Now, he's actually not saying he doesn't want the identity politics in there. He's saying that he just had a problem with the guy himself. So I can't see that, in all honesty, that it will make any difference with the identity politics. And it's the identity politics that's killing the show. So, on to the main thing that's given me a real problem lately. And that is, if I can get back to a search bit again, we'll do... now, it's coming up for Christmas, obviously. And the BBC have released a song. Now, bear in mind, this is a science fiction series. They've released a song from Doctor Who's Christmas edition, and it's never been done before. They might have released the title theme several times, but it's never been done before, apart from that. And ignore all those searches, they were things I've done in the past. The song is... well, I'll give you a burst of it. I can't play too much again for copyright reasons, but I'll give you some idea. So I'll go to the middle there. Now, I've probably already got a copyright strike on that by now, but it gives you some idea what it's about. It's about goblins that eat babies. Now, there are several issues that arise from this. The first one is these creatures, the goblins. Now, they look like the sort of thing that you would have seen in fantasy series like, what's the David Bowie one? One with David Bowie, and he was a film, and it was all animatronics, puppets and so on. So it looks like more like a fantasy thing, and the song itself is about eating babies. Now, again, nothing majorly wrong with that in itself. When you consider that Doctor Who is primarily associated with Sontarans, Cybermen, Daleks, Sea Devils, these creatures do not really fit in with the sort of thing I've come to expect from Doctor Who. Now, I may be wrong, but if this is the way things are going, I think we're going to be seeing less of the Cybermen and the Doctor Who villains that we've seen in the past, and we'll be seeing more of this kind of stuff. And if so, you can count me out, to be honest. I mean, I've gone so far with this. I even watched a few of the female Doctor's episodes before I gave up on that. But if this is what they're producing now. Also, very cynical from Russell T Davies, in that this was released this week, just before Christmas. Now, you can say, yeah, well, okay, that's good business, and maybe it is, but he's obviously hoping to be a Christmas number one, and I very much doubt it, because unfortunately Shane McGowan died recently, and that will probably knock Fairy Tale New York to Christmas number one. So yeah, major problems with this. If this is the way things are going, I mean, this is ridiculous. Having said that, this may just be an opening scene and maybe just a throwaway in order to get us to the meat of the story, and it might well be a very good episode, but I very much doubt it. Also came to light recently that Ncuti Gatwa, who is now the Doctor, got the gig after a single audition. Now, normally it takes a lot of auditions before they decide on who's going to get a part, and he got it after one. And the cynical side of me is saying it was because he's black and because he's gay. I'm not saying that is the case, I'm just saying that's how it seems to me. So yeah, a lot of issues with that, and some of the things that they've been saying over the past few weeks have led me to believe that that's the way things are going now, so I'm not really keen on that. Anyway, that's Doctor Who out of the way. There's a lot of issues that I've got with it, and I'd rather not watch it if they're going to lean into this kind of stuff too often. As to Shane MacGowan, his funeral was not without problems. I'll just... Apparently, now love her or hate her, but you can't ignore her, turned Meghan Markle, she of I'm Married to Prince Harry fame, turned up, well, that's the wrong funeral, turned up at Shane MacGowan's funeral, despite the fact never knowing him. Just bear with me. Oh, God, my typing is absolutely hopeless today. See if that does it. Ah, there you go, McGowan, it's spelt wrong. Yeah, apparently so. Johnny Depp was there because Johnny Depp is a long-time friend of... I'm not putting video on for the obvious reason. We just go through this. Right, I don't know what all that's about, to be honest. Right. Well, it's easier if I just tell you about the story, basically. Here we go. It's all videos. I can't really put videos on. I really don't want too many copyright strikes on the channel. But anyway, what it comes down to is Johnny Depp was there because he was a long-time friend of Shane MacGowan. And apparently, halfway through the service... Meghan Markle showed up. Now, Meghan Markle had nothing whatsoever to do with Shane MacGowan. She didn't know him. She wasn't friends with him. She said all she wanted to do was pay her respects because he was apparently over here, or in Ireland this was. She was in Ireland doing publicity for her recent film. You believe that? Well, you'll believe anything. So... when it comes down to it, it's basically the fact that she's come over here ostensibly to show respect, but again, the cynical side of me says it was a photo opportunity and it was nothing to do with him. She just wanted to get her name in the papers again. Johnny Depp, to his credit, got security involved, and he was a pallbearer. It says over on the far side there, he was a pallbearer at the funeral, and he made sure that security threw her out. And she went off in a limousine, presumably not having got her photo opportunity, but now she's in the news for obvious reasons. So, yeah, not sure. I am a very cynical person at times. I'm very nice to people I care for, but I'm very cynical about this sort of stuff, and I honestly believe she just came over here to get herself a bit of spare publicity. So that's that. Christmas is coming up rather rapidly on us, and I'm not sure what I'll be doing over the Christmas period, but I will be able to fit a few streams in, so with a bit of luck I'll be talking to you guys over Christmas. Let's see what Google have done for Christmas. No thanks, no more updates just yet, thank you. No, that's the Google. It's not even animated, it just got... Is there animation there? They haven't even bothered to animate it. That's ridiculous. So generally, this that's basically the two things that have been getting to me at most. Is at the moment is Doctor Who and this Meghan Markle thing. But I must admit, this identity politics is creeping in anywhere. But I did watch yesterday, and I'll advise you to have a look online if you want to see it. Was the Oxford Student Union, and Casey Hopkins was there. And she was really giving them hell. I mean, I don't really know who Katie Hopkins is. If you don't, again, we'll have a look at her. You can see who she is. I would advise you to see some of her video stuff. She is actually fearless in saying what she thinks, and she is not ultra right wing, but she is absolutely fearless in taking on the left or anyone. She says she's got no filters. She doesn't care what you say. You can say anything you like to her. She won't get offended, but she will answer back in like. If you get a chance, have a look at her. She is absolutely brilliant. She started off on the thing with I can't even remember his name now. The Apprentice. She started off on The Apprentice, and she went on there trying to get a job, basically, and a business off the ground. And then, as she put it, she found out that oh God, what's his name? Lord. Oh, right. I'm gonna have to look this up. Lucky I've got the internet on me. Apprentice. There it is. Him. Lord Sugar. How can I forget that? He bought out Sinclair many years ago and started making computers based on the Sinclair brand that were totally crap. Anyway, Lord Sugar, she said she realised that Lord Sugar was a twat, and that's when she decided that she was going to be a media personality. And so it turned out. But if you get a chance, have a look at it. It's great. Right, so now I'm going to have to do a bit of housekeeping. So bear with me 1 second. I've got to pull up Fallout 76 so we can get this game started. I'll empty my recycle bin while I'm here, and then we'll get started on the game. So thanks for listening. It's been appreciated that you're listening to all my waffles. Just thought it might be a bit different to start off the stream off with a bit of waffling about various things. We go straight to live scene. Hopefully that should kick in on there with a bit of luck. Are you going to? Yes, it's already got in there. Okay, so I think I better turn my volume down on my microphone. It might be a bit too loud for you guys. There you go, that'll do. And move that down a bit as well. Right, so today what we're going to do, we're going to go to we're in the wrong section. Of course we're in the wrong section. We're going to go to that, and we're going to go to pick up any freebies we can get from the Atomic Shop. As you'll know, I never go to anywhere apart from the utilities because everything else is just these pride bits and pieces. So that's that. Okay, now briefly in my other Fallout 6 video, you will remember that I mentioned I had done up to level 20 on... No, I don't want to do that. Sorry, I'm in the wrong character at the moment, so I'm going to have to come out of there. I had reached level 20 on my replay videos, and I had got a fixer, which is good news because I always want to keep my fixer to hand. So now we need to come out of this and go back in again. I do apologise for this. We're doing that and we're doing that. And then we'll quit on that one and go to the main menu, and then we'll go to character and switch to the other one. Right, okay, we're there. So, yes, what am I doing? I am today attempting, you'll notice I've changed my camera a bit so you can see my microphone. Also had a bit of a problem with the microphone. One of my USB ports is slightly dysfunctional. It wouldn't actually produce anything from the microphone itself. And when I put my camera in, it was actually interfering with the camera. So I've changed it to another USB port, and I think the camera is better now. So that's fine, but I've also included my microphone so you can see my lovely new microphone. Okay, so here we are. Oh, go back again. Now I'm at this particular place because behind here, just so you know what I've been up to while you've been gone, we have gone to better track that one. we went in here, and we had to follow a mystery to get here, which is started by going into the station and looking at the "you're invited to a party" thing. I did actually see that there, so we'll have a look at that. Didn't even see that either.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area.
Right.
Taking every drug in the wasteland. Daddy-o.
So we went down here and we basically got a mission from Biv, who's a robot. He's down here. Is he down there? No, he's down there. Yeah. Through there. And then there is Biv. He's a drunken robot, basically, with a brain. I nick all this stuff, he never seems to mind. Now the thing about Nuka-Shine and the end of the last sorry, bear me a sec, just turn the volume down. The last bit of the quest I did was to basically gather the ingredients for Nuka-Shine, and what I'm going to be doing is getting experience now, because I want to get up to level 25. Level 25 I can start. God, this guy's going on. Hello Diana, yeah, fine, thank you. Yeah, I just had a little chat because I'd just been wrapping Christmas presents before that, and I just didn't want to come straight in and start playing the game. So we're doing a bit of Fallout 76. You'll notice I've got my fixer. I'm wobbling it about as we speak, if you'll pardon the expression. This is it, which I've been trying to get, and I'm at level 20 now. And what we're trying to do at the moment is get up to level 25 so I can start doing some stuff towards getting the... This guy is going on completely, it's annoying. Yeah, get to level 25 so we can start getting the excavator power armor. I'm thinking about doing the chat thing more often, because when I get on it seems like I go straight into the game, and it's sometimes a bit feels like a bit stress filled, whereas if I start chatting on it I can talk to you about what's been going on without getting the game interrupted, and also then I can just dive into the game when I feel like it. But we'll see how it goes anyway. It might be a complete disaster and nobody will watch the video, in which case I'll just knock it on the head there and then. Right, so what we're going to do next, first off we want to find, there is a, in this building, which is the university, somewhere where I can show off my capabilities for my new lovely new gun. In case you're wondering, by the way, the reason I'm streaming today is because my dear wife's gone out to I believe I mentioned I bought her a sewing machine for Christmas, and she's had it early, and she's actually gone out to get some needles for a sewing machine because they break fairly easily, so I'm led to believe. Now if I go in crouched here I should be able to show you. Yeah, here we go. Just nearly one shot, nearly. Now let's go in here and do this. You can see why I wanted the gun, can't you? It's amazing. Right, so in that place where we were before is, if I can get past this guy, I keep missing him. Go, stop, stand still. Right, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, very nice dive. Right, just going to quit out of my phone now because I was using that to keep an eye on the chat while I was looking at the internet. I better not make sure all my searches are nice and clean now. I'll have to get rid of all my history before I come online. I forgot about that. Right, so what we want to do now is get all the stuff that we've just picked up scrapped, so we're not carrying too much weight. Why am I down to 190? Well, 172, but why am I only allowed 190? Oh, of course, because I keep thinking of my other character. I've got a load of carry weight on my other character. So, I'm going to get rid of all these quests that we've got showing here. Because I don't really want to keep doing that all the time. Oh dear. Stand up, that's it. That'll be here. Don't get rid of Responders Reborn. Miscellaneous, have we got anything? Tune into Top of the World, don't really want to do that yet. That's quite an intensive thing. Where was the one about the new, the new arrivals, the Overseer? Now we've got to go and talk to the Overseer. Side ones, we don't really want to do the Nuka Shrine or that one. It just means more stuff, sort of making a mess of the screen, basically. So we go back out. There's no need to stay here. We don't really need to. Although I will do that as a run one day. Yeah, you never know with my wife, you really don't. Actually, she's got to go past the place I work. The place I work is quite a well-known British supermarket, and in order to get where she's going to get the needles, she's got to go past the place I work, and she's got a discount card, obviously, because I work there. So God knows what she's going to turn up with. I really don't know. Okay, so where are we? We're just outside the university, obviously. So we want to go and see the our lady, wherever she is. The easiest way to do this is bring this up and then do that. Let's see. It's a different one. Oh God, didn't want to do that. Let's see. There it is, Sutton. Yeah, it's a different button for all of the Fallout games, and it's very confusing for me when I go into another game again, and I've got to push a different button to bring the map up and a different button to show where the quest is on the map and so on and so forth. Yeah, I don't know whether you heard it. I was saying, Mike, I had a problem with one of the USB ports. It's not much of a problem. It works, but it seems to be interfering with whatever you plug into it. It wouldn't work at all with my microphone, and it was interfering with my webcam. So I've plugged everything into different USBs, and they all work fine. But while I was there, I took a bit of a time to readjust the camera so I can show off the microphone. There's no point having a nice microphone like this with pretty lights and all that sort of thing if you don't show it off, is there? So anyway, now you can see my microphone. Hope it's not getting in the way too much. It's really nice, actually. The lights are really great. So where are we now? We're going to go and see the Overseer. Bless her, lovely lady. Drinks her own bath water, but she can't help that. I don't know where I got that. I got that from a long time ago, so sorry about that. So we want to go up there. Lovely churches. The buildings in this place are quite interesting. Now, there's a bit of a freeze there, and apparently the game is freezing up quite a bit for quite a few people. It's not just me. So I'm sorry if it does that. It's honestly not my hardware. It's the fact that it seems to be an ongoing thing. And we want to go that way, over to that house there, I believe. Yeah, exactly like that. There's loads of people complaining about it online. Hello, Mike. How you doing, my friend? Nice to see you again. I'll take it you went off to sleep last week on my last stream. Not that I blame you, but there you go. Actually, I know how you feel. I've been having problems with that. I told you I had a cold recently, and the worst thing about the cold is I get blocked up of a night, completely blocked. I can't breathe properly. I wear one of those sleep apnea masks, and in all honesty, I wake up feeling like complete poo in the mornings. So I sort of know where you're coming from with the insomnia thing, although for different reasons. Shall we go and see if we can nick all her stuff, shall we? Why not? She doesn't seem to mind, bless her. Yeah, I don't blame you if you did go to sleep. I certainly would if I was in your position. That's that. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to nick all the stuff in the kitchen as well. I don't care, I'll pinch any stuff from anybody, I really don't mind. Actually, Diana, I did speculate you'd gone to sleep. Right, okay, so let's talk to her, see what she's got to say.
It's time. You're ready. Ready to learn about the mission. But first, I have to ask, did you finish the inoculation against the scorched plague? Please, it's vitally important.
I think I did, I can't remember. Yeah, it's done, that's alright then. Okay, yep.
Good, because we're going to need a lot more of it. Have you been to the mountains lately? It's not just us anymore. People from outside Appalachia are coming in. I snuck around two of the larger groups and saw them both building. Walls, housing...
Yeah, she's talking about foundation and crater.
Each and every one of them is walking into a medical crisis they don't even know about.
Bear with me a second. I'm just going to. It's getting quite cold here. I'm just going to pop my brunch robe on, as I call it. It's kind of a blanket with a hood. It's great. So bear with me. I'll be back with you in a second. Knock my glasses flying. Never mind about that, but we'll get there in the end. I found out recently when I had my eyes done, I've had cataracts, amongst other things. Bear with me a second. And I was told they would last forever. And then a few months ago they said no, they wouldn't. But anyway, long and the short is when you have cataracts, you have one. You can either have distance viewing lenses or you can have close-up lenses. You can't have both. So I went for distance for driving, and then I went to the. I use reading glasses for the other close-up stuff, and then I went to the optician one day, and they said, "Well, you might as well get a pair of varifocals," which I did. And then I found out recently that I can see better without my glasses distance than I can with them. So I only have to wear glasses now for close-up stuff, which is pretty good news. Yeah, it's nice. It's really snuggly and warm. It's not that cold today. It's about 11 degrees out there. I forgot I haven't done the weather, have I? It's about 11 degrees, a bit cloudy. Tomorrow I've got a bit of overtime coming up. I'm doing 10 till 4 instead of 12 till 4, so that's good news. That's a bit of extra money for Christmas. Well, for just after Christmas, actually. Get paid on the 29th. If we get paid then, it'll probably be a bit later. Right. I'll make contact with the newcomers, that's okay. That's one of the big missions started. Interesting that you say she doesn't sound like a native of Appalachia. Yeah, she's supposed to be because she lives in Flatwoods, which is smack in the middle of it, so yeah.
Judging by the architecture, the ones to the north are the old Raider pals that crazy robot Rose keeps going on about. You might need to talk to her about them. See if she can arrange a meeting or whatever their word is for "we need to talk, don't shoot us."
Yeah, it sounds about right for this guy.
But who knows what they've been through. Don't let your guard down around either of them.
The ironic thing about the weather and this house is that it does seem actually colder in this house than it is outside. I've got a leather recliner chair, which I sort of live in basically. But in the winter, it's actually colder in the chair. When you sit in the chair, because it's cold on your skin, it feels a lot colder generally. So yeah, it's colder in the house sometimes than it is outside. Right, you can count on me.
Thank you. Really. It's good to have my Vault family around again. Anyway, I'm sure you must have other questions. We can talk about them now if you want. Or if you're ready to head out, just be careful.
Just slightly sinister grin going on there. Quest started. Here to stay. So what have we got to do for that? Yeah, haunted, spooky. Right. So in order to do this, we've got to do strange bedfellows and talk to the settler leader. So what are we going to do first? Yeah, we've had one day in the UK where it was minus temperatures, and that was only -1. Although I was at work that day and I was freezing most of the day. The weather here has been sort of like in the sort of maybe about 5 to 10 degrees, I think, something like that. Now, do we want to talk to her some more? We might as well.
Need to talk? I have time.
Overseer logs.
I hope they helped.
Still looking for all of them, yeah.
Well, remember, it's not a scavenger hunt. I put them in place to help you on your way, even when I can't be there personally.
Alright. We just asked that. Why is it still there? Right, I think I'm fairly confident we've asked everything. Now, there is here an upstairs, so we're going to go scavenging. Despite the fact she says it doesn't need to be a scavenger hunt. I just don't want to be overloaded. So let's go upstairs. Ooh, I like them. I mean, it's nice to go in someone's house and steal everything, isn't it? I like stealing. Stealing's tight. In the game I do anyway, realistically, no. Could have done with those screws when I was building the fixer. Talking of which, we've got to make some ammo soon. Oh, look, it's a teddy bear. Oh, I'm having it. Or am I? Nope. Let's jump, see if we can get that. There you go. Imported Chinese panda. You can see I've only got 353 ammo. I'm going to need a lot more than that. We'll just take a picture frames. That's not nice, is it? Okay, where are we going now? We've got another teddy bear there. Is there a way of getting through that? No. Oh, that's Appalachia. That's going out onto a balcony, I would imagine. Incidentally, that chat business is not just a one-way street. If you've got to say anything you want to say in chat about it, then by all means just say what you think. I do sometimes get a little bit offended by things that people say, but I never try not to let it get to me. So if you've got anything to say, just say it. Anywhere else? Oh yeah, there's another room up here. Might as well have the flag. Don't know why I'm picking all this stuff up. I really don't need it all. Alright, we'll keep picking these desk fans up wherever we see them, because there's always stuff in there. Now, we've done all that, so we're going to go downstairs now. Oh, what was that? That's Appalachia, that's all right. Yeah, we're going to go downstairs now to, there is a secret room I think we've got access to. Not sure yet, but I think we have. Nope, perhaps we can just open it. Right, we can just open it. It's down here. With a bit of luck, we have loads of stuff and workbenches. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, screen's just gone blank. The reason I'm doing all this is because we want to make some ammo. 2 batteries, there's lots of lead. Right, so that's that. So we'll go over here and scrap everything. Apart from these. Okay, one thing I want to make sure is that I'm wearing... Yeah, I've got clothes on. Last time I played I was almost naked. So let's go and do some ammo. We can't do any. Why can't we do any? Why? What? Why not? Oh, gunpowder. We haven't got any gunpowder, so we need a chemistry bench to do that. Never mind. Get rid of him. Okay, so oh look, there's a fan up there. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop, me. Oh look! Oh! Now, was there a map in here? Yes, there was a map in here. I remember the map. If you look at the map, usually, I think you can examine it. No. Normally, if there's pins in it, you can look at the map and it will give you locations on your map, but not in this case. So, next step. Back out again. God, this is really quick. Go back out into Appalachia. Oh. Do we go in there? Bucket. Plunger. Lovely. Okay, so back out into Appalachia then. Appalachia, sorry. Don't seem to have any music in the game at the moment. Why is there no music? Let's have a look and see what's going on. Audio, we go. I have world radios for obvious reasons. Music, it's on. Oh well, just wait for it to kick in, I suppose. So let's have a look where we are next then. Yeah. Yeah. Don't think so, somehow. Nice idea though. I've been listening to a bit of Christmas music this morning, some of the British stuff, the early 70s stuff. I'm sure you all know them. I don't know whether you would actually. Stuff like Greg Lake, I Believe in Father Christmas. Final Fantasy. I don't mind Final Fantasy, but I do not like... got the pesky little thing. I do not like turn-based combat. I really don't. Not a thing that I'm into at all. Doesn't matter what you play though, as long as you're enjoying it, that's the important thing. I'm looking for other games that I can play for you guys, because I mean it must be pretty boring watching the same games over and over again, but that's why I did the replay. Oh, right, so it's not... I've never played it, to be honest. The only Final Fantasy ones I've played have all been turn-based ones, and I'm not keen on it. So, yeah, I might look at that one day. Right, so let's go up to the station. Catch a choo-choo. 2 I'm quite enjoying watching Sam playing Avatar. It's basically a Ubisoft sandbox, but it's better than most Ubisoft sandbox. The graphics are quite great, quite good, great. Oh, great! They're not bad at all. No, I don't go that way. We'll go this way. One reason I like playing this game is because you can explode cars and they all go up. And look at this, they're all going to go up now. No, they're not. Okay, they didn't. Most times they all go up, and then you end up walking through them and getting caught on fire. But there again, I don't like getting caught on fire most times. I nearly shot the scavenger. Don't want to do that. There's got to be a way up to this station somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's I say if you watch Sam, Men Who Stare at Gamers is playing it at the moment. He always puts the video on at 8 AM UK time. But I don't know what time it will be over there. Obviously, it'll be probably a lot later than that to you. Yeah, it's not bad. Well, there's a scorched beast about, so let's get out of here and get some. There's no way I can take on a scorched beast at the moment. We'll get rid of all our rubbish. And then we'll trade with this guy. Why can't I trade with you? Hello? Hello? Seems to be a problem with that. Hello? There we go. Right, we'll have some 45 rounds off him because that's what the fixer uses. Just 85 round, 85 gone straight away. If there's anything we've got that he will want. Let's have a look at weapons. We've only got the 3 at the moment. Armour. No. Apparel, no. There's nothing really we want to sell anyway. Okay. The thing with the music is that one thing I do want to do. The thing with no music is that all I can hear is the fans on my computer, and it's strange because when you're playing the game, the fans obviously when it gets hot, the fans go up, and there's me sort of sitting there listening to my fans going up, thinking, "Oh, have I damaged you something?" And they're no louder than they normally are. They're just louder because there's nothing else in the background. Okay, more drink, I think. Boom. Dirty water, lovely. Mutt fruit, mute fruit, whatever. Mutt chops. We must have some other water here somewhere. Clean water. Boiled water, that'll do. That carrot, there's a lot of weight as well. And we'll have some Radaway to get rid of all the radiation. That should do it. Okay. So where are we going now? I really shouldn't keep going on about Sam because basically I'm actually encouraging the competitor there, but he was the one that actually got me interested in streaming in the first place. When I saw what he was doing, I thought, oh, I want to have a go at that. Let's have a look at the quests. So I don't mind giving him the odd talk to the settler leader. Okay, well, we're going to do this one now. He's at, of course he is. Now can we go to this? Yep, we can fast travel there, so that's right nearby. These are the 2 factions that we'll be introduced to as we go, and I have played this game right the way virtually to completion, so I know what this is about. Eventually we'll end up doing a heist to try and get gold with these guys, or with either these guys or the raiders, and you'll see more of that as we go. Yeah, Sam's a nice guy. I mean, he's British as well, which is another advantage as far as I'm concerned, because you see so many Americans, and I don't want to necessarily see all Americans. They get too excitable for my liking. Well, there's no point going up there. We might as well go down this way. Oh, come on, you by the tree, man. I'm just trying to get up to level 25 now to start doing the bit about the power armor that I want, which is the first set of power armor you get. This is really freezing, juddering badly, isn't it? They've really not optimised this game in the last update. Now, where do we want to get to? Are we going in the right direction for a start? No, we're going completely the wrong way. We want to go south. So that's the one we want to go to. Right, and when we find Foundation, there's a lot of traders and various other things going on there. I worry a bit about Sam. He doesn't seem his usual jolly self recently. I don't know why it particularly gives me that impression, but there again, I suppose I'm not at my best all the time. Right, we're going to try these things. They usually kill me dead straight away. So we're going to try... Oh, God. What was that? This is a dangerous place. And there we go. First death of the day. Oh, because of my love of Doctor Who and all things science fiction and Star Wars that have all gone the woke route, I watch a lot of Americans who do reaction videos to the news and so on. I'm thinking about, well, it's not American, but the Critical Drinkers 1 and Nerdrotic. And they tend to be way over the top as far as I'm concerned. That was bad news. I'm going to die again. I think I'm a bit they're a bit over my level at the moment, and we'll soon see though. Keep forgetting to respawn, it's automatic in the other games. So what I'm going to do, I think, is we haven't got any stuff, we got rid of all our rubbish, so what I'm going to try and do is avoid this place in completely and just go straight for the over this way. Oh, I like this, lots of stuff. Yeah, very popular. Yeah, there's a lot of weird... Oh, we just found another one, look. Why can't I shoot this guy? Oh, I did. I shot him. Now these guys explode. And that one just killed me. I don't know whether you worked out the mechanic on these things, but what happens is that when they kill you, you drop all your junk, if you'll pardon the expression, and when you drop your junk, you have to go and pick it up, or somebody else can pick it up. I mean, I'm not really that fussed about this. I'm just trying to get some experience. So, where were we? I suppose we can go to Solomon's Pond again. and try and avoid it again. Right. Well, we killed one, so maybe we can avoid another one. There's another one over the other side there. Bit too far away at the moment though. So usually if you drop stuff, it usually leaves a bag full of stuff there that you can do that with. Now is there a... No, there's not. We can go here and get all this stuff though. And then go over this way. What I like about this game is as you're doing the original quests. Oh, it says I've got no viewers at the moment. Oh dear. Have you all gone? Still says I'm signed in. Yeah, so what I like about this game is that when you play the game, you suddenly discover loads of places just by walking around. Yeah, it's weird. It's saying I've got no viewers, and sometimes it says I've got like maybe 1 or 2 viewers, and then when I go online afterwards and check, I've had about 5. So I don't think the viewer reporting is that good, to be honest. Now we don't want to go there, do we? So we want to go down gentle slopes, not straight down the great big cliff face. Oh, we're back to 2 again now apparently, so yeah, that sounds about right. I say the reporting is not that brilliant. Oh, don't know what happened there. Oh damn. God, luckily I got away with it. Probably best to go downhill. I need a stim pack as well. Oh, can't do it, can we? Right. Now we can do it. For some reason it won't let me, when I'm invisible, it won't let me do the Pip-Boy, presumably because it will be a light and you will be noticed. So we want to go to item and stim pack. Yeah, that's why I don't mind necessarily, but a couple of times when anything strange happens, it usually means that the Streamlabs is going to cut out. Anyway, we'll carry on. Oh, I don't mind. Right, so we want to go down to the bottom of the slope. And carry on down that way. And carry on down that way. Right, would have been a lot easier than jumping off a cliff. I never thought I'd hear myself saying that, but there you go. Right, so where are we going? We're going over in this direction, I think. And a lot of popping as well. I don't think the graphics have been very well optimised since this last update. Right, that's nice and easy. Oh, there's another station over there. White Springs Station, of course there would be. I forgot about White Springs. Right, so what we're going to do now, there's another quest we can do actually. Oh, they have got donation boxes. Right, let's transfer some stuff into the donation box. We've got any weapons or armour we can let go? No. Oh, we have here. We can do. That's my power armour chassis. I'm not sure what that is. Not really a lot we can do there. Never mind. But that's a place where you can donate stuff. That's not a problem at all. See if we can make some weapons yet. Make some ammo yet. Looks like we can do some ammo, but not a lot. Right. so we need to still get to a chemistry station. Incidentally, these posters lead on to other things, so we should always read these posters. They open quest lines up, and the one that leads to... Oh, I won't go into that. There is one that leads to the party one that goes to Biv. Right, so
May I be of assistance?
not really. I'm trying to find the there must be another. Right, always check this suitcase as well. Before the donations, people used to drop stuff in that suitcase. Anything we can put in there? Nope, nothing to go in there. Right, now we can either try to get across to White Springs, but all the robots are hostile at the moment. I think. If they start shooting at me, you'll know I was right. There we go, we'll soon find out. No, it's not going to attack me. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go into the data, and there is one, I think it was a side quest. Go to White Spring Refuge, so let's get that logged on, and we might be able to find that. Oh god, could be anywhere. These things will attack you if you attack them.